Associated Press Radio. How much do you think this game, not it's going to be a trap for game 2, but how much do you guys have to be cautious of how much Portland may be able to adapt and come out stronger in game 2?
I mean, it's like that every series when you win, the first game at home. It's what you're supposed to do. We obviously played well tonight. We want to carry that momentum over to game 2, but we've been in situations plenty of times, and more so than not, have handled our business in game 2. Obviously, against the Clippers, we didn't. Had to really work. Even against Houston, we went up 2-0, and then the narrative is, can you win on the road? So it's just game at a time, man. Haven't been through so many of these series. We understand what the drill is, and they're going to make adjustments and probably play really aggressive and assertive in the first half. Game 2, we got to be ready for that punch and to keep playing hard.
Standing up, left-hand side.
Tim Pionk on the athletic step. Obviously, in the last round, kind of knocked down the bench a little bit in a much tighter rotation until Game 6. Game 6, played 11 guys. Tonight, obviously, played a ton of guys. Played some different combinations. Does that feel more like yourselves? Do you understand what happens in class? What's the feeling when so many different guys, a Jerebko, a Quinn Cook, get major rotation minutes?
I mean, honestly, that's the beauty of the playoffs. Every series is different. And when you have the capability to, expand the bench and fill minutes with guys that are obviously capable, can help us on the floor on both ends. And you see, like, the confidence that they play with, regardless of what the situation is, that's contagious for sure. So the Houston series is interesting. It took a certain style and dynamic the first 5 games. Game 6, we obviously had to, with K going out, fill those 40 minutes with, a multitude of guys. But we talk about it a lot in terms of how prepared they, Quinn, Zoe, JB, even Jonas as well. Like, they all put the work in, and they're not afraid of the moment. So when they're out there, they try to make plays and take shots they're supposed to take, and it gives us a huge boost. And tonight was, right up that street for sure.
Second row, right-hand side.
Anthony Slater with the athletic staff. Were you just surprised how they guarded you with their bigs tonight?
I mean, we've played against Canada before, and there's certain looks that you can get, but when it comes to just seeing the pictures, whether it's coming off and shooting every time, or giving it up and relocating, or trying to get our motion offense going, whatever the situation is, as long as we're just being patient, it's key for us. So first 10 minutes, really, a little, maybe even into the second quarter, we were just moving a little too fast. Obviously, we made a couple shots that kept us afloat, but we settled down and things really started to open up when we knew what we were trying to go after.
Third row, right-hand side.
Stephen Trudell, ESPN. Obviously, you got rolling in the second half in Game 6 in Houston. How much do you think was a carryover of that into the night?
It helped. I mean, you just, again, I know what I'm capable of on the floor, and the situation calls for me to be a little bit more aggressive, and hopefully that'll continue. So, obviously, it's nice to see the ball go in. I didn't shoot the ball well for 4.5 quarters and 4.5 games, let's say, in the last series, and got off to a good start tonight. So, want to maintain that. Every game is different. You got to re-establish yourself, and that's my perspective, no matter how I play.
Standing up here, left-hand side.
Steph Metchneiman, Bay Area News Group. You guys have ruled Damian Jones out, and then he comes in and gives you guys some feel-good minutes. Draymond said he could see him playing more because he gives you guys a lob threat that he doesn't think you have. How'd you feel seeing him get on the court after everything he's been through, and could you see him maybe playing a little bit of a role here this series?
Anything's possible with us in terms of who's out there on the floor. For sure, but for him, knowing that coming into this year, he was kind of slated in that starting spot until DeMarcus got back, and he was learning on the job and playing well and gaining that confidence and experience. And obviously, unfortunate injury that took the rest of the season away up until tonight. And he's been grinding. For like the last 3 or 4 weeks, you've been just seeing him, getting confidence out there on the drills he's been doing. And it was a nice surprise to see him, get a couple minutes, and great for him. So who knows what'll happen down the stretch, but he's obviously capable in the offense that we play and the experience that he gained in those first 2 months.
Third row middle.
CJ Peterson, San Francisco Examiner. Steph, you mentioned Kevon's ability to set screens. What did you think of his ability to run the break tonight? You and him, off for one of his 3 steals, ended up with a dunk from him, I believe.
He's pretty sneaky athletic in terms of open floor and the speed and whatnot. So he's versatile too. He can do a lot of different things. He sacrifices his body on screens, and block shots, rebound extremely well. And then when the pace starts to keep up or pick up, he can keep up for sure. So just love the energy that he plays with, and when he knows he's gonna be a huge part of what we do, he usually shows up.
2 more. Front row center.
Julian Herrera, ABC 7 News. Can you talk about how fun it was to be on the court with your brother today in the Western Conference Finals? I saw him trying to get back on defense once when you had the ball, and it's really special. You're the only brothers to ever do this.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for the last couple of days about how special it is. Obviously, we played plenty of games now on the same court, and you understand what that vibe is like. But on this stage, trying to chase a finals appearance is pretty surreal. I think I caught myself a couple of times looking up the stands at my parents, who did the whole coin flip thing, and they can't help themselves. So anytime either one of us did something good, they both were clapping. So they gotta fix themselves. Cause I told my mom, like, who you with? When I made a shot, I saw her stand up and cheer, but I saw all Portland. It's just weird. So it's probably more nerve-wracking for them in terms of just trying to get settled into what this series is going to mean.
Final one. Third row center.
Steph, Tony Army, Sacramento Observer. I think we did see both parents cheer for both of you, but being out there on that court in that situation with Seth, did it kind of like bring back memories of, playing in the driveway again, going at it one-on-one with your brother?
It always takes you back there for sure. From the time I can remember in the backyard playing with each other 1 year in high school. I watched a lot of his games too, so I get a nice, built-in scout report, just watching him, locking eyes on what he does. So, but we obviously know each other's games extremely well, and a different light goes off when you see your brother across from you. So again, we're going to enjoy this experience, and it'll be something to remember no matter how it ends up for sure.
Great, thank you. For us tomorrow, Warriors availability 11:45 at our practice facility, 1:30 for the Blazers over at UCSF.
I saw the Dust Split jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah.